Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. This is the first video that I will have filmed in nearly 2 weeks. I've been away. I'm not sure when you'll see this. You'll have seen other videos in between me coming back and filming this because I scheduled quite far ahead. But I've been away and I've been nowhere near any shops. I've been walking across East Anglia for the week leading up to Easter, and somehow I managed, despite the fact that I didn't go in any shops, to accumulate some junk journaling supplies. Don't know how I do it. So visited lots and lots of churches and stayed in church halls, and lots of them had book sales. So I picked up some books. So I'm going to show you what I got. Got a few other little bits and bobs that would be useful. So I got this one. It's called A Portrait of New York. Really like the cover, nice cloth cover. I think, yeah, it's from the 40s. Portrait of New York. I do love New York. Been there many times. So yes, it was 1948. This was published. And there's just, look at that spectacular picture there of Grand Central Station with the light coming in through that big window. Just loved it. And yeah, so it is full of New York images. So yeah, I was like, oh, I've got to have it because it is one of my favourite cities in the world. So yeah, so it is full of, and because it's from the 40s as well, it's kind of nice because it's you know, got older images which I really like, and lots of the places that I've been to, and haven't actually changed that much, some of them. So yeah, I was really pleased with this one. I have yet to finish our travel scrapbook from 2019 when we last went to New York, so I might use some of these in that. Just amazing pictures. So yeah, I was very pleased indeed with this. So yeah, lots to look at and use in that. Just wondering where I'm putting things. And there was this book, which is quite large when you've got not a lot of space. And the guy who was giving me a lift home was kind of looking at me going, Jez, you've just bought a load of books and we already don't have enough room in the car for going back. At the end of it, it was like, oh, you can go under the seat. So I liked this. I was sort of drawn to the spine. I thought, oh, let's have a little look. Oh, and there was napkins. So yeah, this was at one of the stops where we have like tea stops on the way. So we're walking like 15 miles a day sort of thing, and so people give us refreshments on the way, and these were some napkins on one of the refreshments. So I went, I've just nicked a couple. I said, I do art, I'll use these in art. And they went, oh, and they were asking about what I did, and some of them are a bit crafty, so they thought, what a good idea. So how beautiful are these? So coming to you in a journal very soon. So I'd forgotten about these, so I shall leave those to go with my journal collection. But yeah, so this book has just got some amazing pictures, and you know, they're not photographs, which is brilliant. Some of the images are quite big, but they could easily be used, you know, could break them down into tags and journaling cards, you know. That it's not too shiny either, so I quite like that. And yeah, so I thought straight away I can use these images. And I don't think I'll use a toad. I don't like toads and frogs at all. But I say some of them are quite large, but some of them, you know, I can use. That would just be a lovely page. Just stunning. Love a few daffodils, and it's going through the year as well. So you know, when we're making themed journals, what we change with the seasons. I've got the seasons all laid out ready. I mean, we're in spring now. Love a few bluebells. So yeah, I'm ready to use this chapter straight away. Could even use it in my collaboration journal that I'm making for the garden story. Oh, and talking of which, I would like to thank everybody. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of comments and new subscribers that I've got from taking part in the Rach and Bella Crafts and Angela Kerr collaboration. And I am slowly working my way through it. When this goes out, oh, I love a dragonfly. I may well have, and a kingfisher, beautiful. I may well have answered all of them, but I am slowly working my way through them. I couldn't possibly have done it last week at all. How gorgeous is that? So haven't come to my favourite page yet. Love that. It's not my favourite page yet. And I love that. How gorgeous is that? I think that might be my favourite page, or there's one very similar. Yeah, so I am working my way through. But yeah, we were, I mean, in Norfolk, the signal's rubbish. I love that. So yeah, it was hit and miss. Sometimes we had signal. In the evenings, we were usually busy with eating and socialising, and there was no way I was going to sit and answer. I was too tired. So yeah, I amazed myself. Some days, my longest day I walked 12 miles one day, 11 miles the next day, another day, not the next day, and some miles. I did like 8 to 10 most days. So, which I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I was just amazed. And everybody kept saying, "You're doing amazingly well, Jess. I can't believe how well you're doing." I went, "I know." So yeah, and a nice backing page there with nothing on. That would be nice to use and things. So yeah, I loved that book. Loved it. And then this was the third book I got this in this church hall, and I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It's a royal book. I don't know how I keep finding them. They've just got a magnet. And what's nice is this is Edward VIII. And Edward VIII spent less than a year on the throne. So yeah, so I haven't got enormous amounts of him. So I was absolutely delighted to have this. And there he is right there at the beginning, 2.5 years old, with Queen Victoria. And he's got a frock on, because they did, didn't they? They didn't go into trousers until, you know, much later. So lots of pictures of, you know, young boys in dresses. So yeah, look at her. Amazing. Loved it. So this was printed in 1937. And yeah, so we've got throughout it, obviously there's, you know, the story, but also we've got all these lovely pictures. So we've got Edward VIII there, Edward VII rather, with Edward VIII. So yeah, brilliant. Just loved it. I love old photos. And yeah, and then of course we've got, you know, the Queen's dad there as well. So yeah, just brilliant. Absolutely. So that's George V. Oh yeah, so that would be I can't work out which one's the right one, because I ain't got my glasses on, can't read nothing. But yeah, so there's quite a number of lovely pictures throughout this that I can include in my royal journal, and some nice blank pages, like blank pages. So I will be just gutting this book, I think, or I might try and, it feels a bit weak there on the spine for a vaulted book, because I was thinking about that, but it's coming away, so I'd have to reinforce so much that I may as well just take it apart and just use the cover. It's a nice size cover actually for a journal. So yeah, that was, I shared it. I'm in a crafty group with some crafty friends, the ones that we went to the retreats with, and they were like, "What are you like, Jess? What are you like? How can you just find so much royal ephemera?" I was like, "I don't know, just jumps out at me wherever I go." That's a good one. We got Wallace Simpson there as well. So there is another picture of Wallace Simpson, which is quite, she's looking lovely. I won't be able to find it now. Nah, won't be able to find it now, but there is one. So that was those books. And then also in a lot of the halls, they had these paper bags, and obviously they're not used very much because you can see the fading on the corners from the sun. So they were on a string, so I ripped them off, and I thought I can use these bags. They're meant for you to put different things in, for putting in the bin, feminine stuff. And yeah, and I just thought, oh, I'll have a few of them. They're nice. And then in another toilet, not quite so old, found some more. And I thought, yeah, I'll have some of them. Cover them up. Nice little bags. Do something with them. Pick up stuff everywhere. And then, now this is a little bit naughty, but hey ho, I did it anyway. So so we were walking to Walsingham in North Norfolk, and these were in some of the churches. We're in the church pew, the big basilica, for gift aiding. And I thought, oh, it's envelopes, I'll have them. So I just picked a couple. There were a few. I mean, I felt okay because a few of them had been drawn over, you know, to keep kids entertained. They sort of draw over them. So yeah, sorry about that. The National Shrine of Walsingham, I did take them. And I did get a few gifts whilst I was there. So one of them was in this nice paper bag. So yeah, I'm having that. I got a couple of cards. So I've kept the envelopes. That I had a gift in a gift bag like this as well, so I thought I'll have that. I did go in, Walsingham has a charity shop, so I went in there and I got this, and I thought, oh, I do like the girl with the pearl earring. Ed's really into Dutch artists, so he might be wanting to look at this before I cut it up. That was in it. I think somebody's been through this and already sort of cut things out. So this is from 1929, and it's just got lots of nice images. They're all black and white, but they're just lovely. So as I say, somebody's been through and cut a few of these out already, but I didn't mind for 50p. I thought there's still enough in here that and somebody saved me a job really by cutting some out. I don't think they're all from this book, to be fair, because they're the different colour pictures. But yeah, I've got two of that. That's the same page from the same book that's not this book. So a little bit of an added bonus in there. Some of these paintings I will have seen the originals of, because Ed does like his Dutch artists, so I do get dragged. Particularly likes Van Meer, and so I do get dragged round art galleries, and he stands and stares at them for hours. I'll just go and look. Oh yeah, that's lovely. On to the next one. But yeah, I thought they would be useful. That's what I thought. So I was quite happy with that. I like the cover. And then some new bits. So Walsingham has a shrine shop. So I got another one of these, and it sells all sorts of posh things as well as religious tat. And so I picked up a couple of napkins. They were quite expensive. I mean, I normally buy my napkins in supermarkets for about £1.50. These were £3.95 each. But I thought, I'm on holiday. I'm on holiday. That sort of spending doesn't count. So I want to see what they're like, because they did have this in a smaller size as well, but I decided the bigger size was more useful. It was still £3.30 for the smaller one, so I thought, oh, I'll pay a few pence more and get more real estate. That's what I thought. So just struggling here. And I just realised there's perforations there, Jez. You could have just... Oh, wow. Oh, well, I've done it. I've done it now. But, yeah, there's perforations around the top. Let's remember that now for this one. Perforations, look. That's why you spend more money on them, because they have these perforations to open it, Jez. Yeah, it's very useful, that. Wish I'd seen it before. So, let's have a look at this one. So, 20. I'm not sure what ply they are. It'll say it somewhere on the pack, but I can't read. So I figured they'd be all up one side and all down the other. So that's lovely. So it doesn't matter about that rip. So I can replicate those tags that I've done for, I think I've done a video on them, and they would just make some nice, I'll just do that onto some brown packaging. And that would be that's tags ready, isn't it? They're just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And you could put it on the paper with the plastic freezer paper, and I can have nice sheets of paper as well to use in other things. But I just think they're beautiful. I am going to be making a sort of a purpley themed journal, which was what I was thinking when I grabbed this packet, that they would be perfect for a purple themed journal. You're not going back in there. Not on your life are they going back in there. I like this one because it had got the sort of cornflowers in the background pulled too out there. But it's also got poppies. I love a few poppies and daisies. It's kind of, yeah. If it had a few lilies in there, that'd be it. All my favourite flowers, but they're gorgeous. Again, can be nice tags. They're really, really easily, and yeah, happy with that. Use them for other things as well. That would be a nice shorter page in a journal if I put it on rice. No, why do I say rice paper? It's freezer paper. And then we got back. Sunday night. I'm filming this on Tuesday. We got back Sunday. Went to bed really early because we were exhausted because I didn't have much sleep over the weekend because we were celebrating. And then we decided on Monday that we needed a walk. Because we've been walking for so long, we needed to go out for a walk. And my favourite charity shop was still open, and so we nipped in. Literally we had 5 minutes, and I picked this one up first. I just saw that on the shelf, and I just loved the cover, and I thought, oh, that's really nice, very nice. Picked it up. Even nicer, that would make a lovely journal cover. And I kind of looked at it and I went, oh, I think it's French. I do believe it's French. And it is. And it's 1891 as well. So it's really old. So that was a delightful find. I just had a quick flick through. Nice discoloration on the paper. It's French writing, which is just lovely. And then it's got a few sort of images through it as well. So that is worth £2.50 in anybody's money. It's already falling apart. So there's no worries about, you know, ripping it up and using it. And it should be out of copyright, so I might be able to scan some things as well. So look out for that coming soon, some scans. And then there was this other one, which not quite such a pretty cover, but it's still nice. I was trying to sort of clean that up a little bit. And it didn't have, again, French. It's got Roman numerals. I haven't looked it up, but I will. But I figure it's pretty old, probably in the same similar era as the other. Again, falling apart, so I can cut it up. Love the way the paper's, you know, got all the brown spots and everything on. I've got some ideas for making some mixed media things with this, which I can then, if it's out of copyright, I can then scan and share. So I'll be doing that pretty soon. There's not really any illustrations in this. It is just paper. Oh, there is a couple, or maybe just that one. So that's nice. Nuns cleaning. I went to a convent when I was first at school, and we loved the nuns. Well, there were a couple that were scary. But yeah, and there was a small part of my life when I wanted to be a nun. It didn't last long, I can assure you. But yeah, something missing. So that, yeah, that's it. That was what I managed to, despite being away for a week and going nowhere near shops. That's what I managed to pick up. So hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back with some more craft videos in the week, Wednesday and Friday. And another little haul for you next Sunday. Okay, see you all again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.